Hello everyone, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of We Want to Talk podcast where we want to talk to you about everything. I'm Kaylin.
And I'm Melissa.
And we're your hosts. And y'all, it's episode 10.
10 episodes, that is absolutely crazy.
Wow, can you imagine the day where we're at like 100 or something? Like that's going to be even crazier. But it feels crazy that we've been doing this for actually even longer than 10 weeks because
we've missed a few weeks.
If you've listened to our previous episodes, you'll kind of understand why. You know, life happens. Life is crazy.
Yes.
But 10 is just crazy.
10 is a milestone, even though
really
it's just
is.
10.
I know. I'm
a big
so
deal.
proud of us.
Me too.
For sticking at it this long.
Wow. I know, we didn't even realize it was 10. Last week,
Yeah, I was off.
Yeah, you were off by a number, and I was like, wait, no.
I know, I completely forgot about episode 7. Yep. I just was skipping it. So it's crazy. But with that being said, we're so thankful for everyone who has listened every week so far. We've gotten multiple compliments from obviously friends and family members, but even just random people who might have came from my TikTok or came from one of our reels, and now you've been listening to us every week. And we absolutely love that and appreciate it. One of the number one things that we want with this podcast is for this to feel like a safe space. You feel like you're on a phone call or on FaceTime with us and like you're enjoying an hour out of your week to come listen and hang out with us. So that's definitely what we want from this.
Yes, ditto. So, everything she said.
Yeah, so thank you for listening. And also, with that still being said, wherever you're listening to us at, please make sure you like, subscribe, share, leave us a rating, leave us a review, follow us on Instagram, like our reels, like our TikToks. That helps us out so much. We absolutely love the support and we need the support. It helps us out more than you even realize. So
yes,
that leads us to, as you can tell by the title of today's episode, we wanted to do something fun. Episode 10, we started off the podcast with you getting to know us and our friendship, and we felt like episode 10 would be a fun way to do a Q&A. Yes. And maybe answer some questions, and that also help you get to know us a little bit more.
Right.
So we posted, and some of these questions are sent in, and then some of these I looked up like fun questions to ask so that we could also answer some questions that way. So honestly,
let's dive right in.
Let's do it. Go right in. So I'll ask the questions and then me and Alyssa will answer them together. So the first question is actually for both of us, and this was such a good question. It's, if y'all were to open another business together, what would it be?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Isn't it?
Wait, I just feel like I have to let everyone know that I'm going into this blindly. I have not read any of these questions.
Yeah, I've read them, but Alyssa hasn't.
So this is my true reaction. There's so many.
I know. So I was thinking about it this morning, and I tried not to think about it long because, like, I didn't want to, like,
I have an idea.
Answers. Wait, what's your idea?
A restaurant.
Okay, so I was thinking a cafe, like a coffee shop.
Yes.
I feel like me and you would be so good at something like that. Like, if we were able to have, like, if we did eventually get a storefront for Abby and Co, if we had a storefront and a coffee shop kind of, like,
combined.
Not necessarily
next door,
yes, like connected. Like, maybe you could go through a door to get to the other and, like, not have to go, like, outside. That is just, like, something I would absolutely love. That would be so for cool. Us to have and be able to do. That would be so fun.
It would.
We love
we
coffee.
Both love to cook.
We love cafe food. Like, a bagel, I'm here for. Croissants,
right?
I'm here for.
A cheese Danish.
Muffins, Danishes. Sign me up. That is just like our
and maybe
whole vibe.
Even like a little bit of a bakery. Like we drop like sweets every now and then.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that would be literally so fun.
Wow. Did we just come up with a new business venture?
We're gonna do that one day. Give us 10 years, okay? Because definitely not in.
No time soon.
Not the next project, okay? Definitely not the next project, but maybe one day.
Yeah. I love that idea.
Me
wow.
too. That would be so fun.
How is it that we came up with the same idea?
Because we're business partners. This is why we're best friends, y'all. Okay. Question number 2. Also, I tried to choose at least like 20 questions because you know how you play like 20 or like 21 questions with people?
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be like enough questions for people to get to know us. But
okay.
Next question is, this one was actually for me, and it was, did you and your husband go on a honeymoon? And no, Mike and I have not been on a honeymoon, obviously, or honestly is more of the better phrase for that to start the sentence. The wedding was so much. It was so expensive. It was so much planning that while we were doing it, the honeymoon was the last thing on my mind. And I know usually that's what people are like looking forward to most, is like finally getting to have the honeymoon and going on a trip. And I would have loved for us to have that, but it's just not our number one priority. But we're finally going on a trip. Actually, in like 2 weeks, we're going to Gatlinburg. Actually, the week this podcast comes out, we're going to be leaving that weekend. Right. So this coming up weekend, we'll be leaving for Gatlinburg. And I'm so excited because Mike has never been before.
I'm excited for y'all. That's going to be a blast.
Oh, I know. I can't wait. We're going to go ziplining. We're going to go to the moonshine place and let Mike try all the moonshines. Cool. And we'll probably go shopping, do all the fun stuff, eat some good food. And if you know me, I love a good hot tub.
There's a hot tub. Of course
there is.
Of course.
A game room and everything. I'm so excited.
Yeah, y'all are going to have a blast.
So, that answers that question. Okay. Next question is a good question for both of us, which is so random. But I feel like with Christmas around the corner, it's a good question. Are you a white light or multicolor Christmas tree? Like lights, you know. Also, are you a white tree or a green tree? And I'll say I'm definitely a green tree with white lights.
Green tree with white lights, 100%. I just saw a TikTok about this literally like probably 2 days ago. And they were like, one of the main things that you need to ask your partner before y'all get together is, do you like white lights or colored lights?
What Christmas
because
tree?
That is a deal breaker. Like,
okay,
I will never have colored lights.
But I'll say, last year we put colored lights on our house, and the colored lights
pretty outside.
Looked so cute.
But colored lights do not belong
inside.
On a Christmas tree with different color ornaments. I think it's so tacky. I'm sorry if you like colored lights, but it's very tacky.
I like being able to have my Christmas tree with the white lights so that I can decorate it with your typical Christmas colors. I like to have reds and greens and whites and golds.
Well, with the white lights, you can decorate with whatever you want.
Yeah.
With the colored
I think if I had a mini Christmas tree somewhere else in the house, like maybe in like a corner or something, or like in the office, I wouldn't mind like colored lights. Yeah. But like in my living room, in my home, I want white lights on a green tree.
The white trees are pretty too, but I also like the flock trees. Yes. But for my main tree, I don't know, the flock ones are really pretty, but
mine is the type of tree where it's not completely or I think there's flocked and there's frosted. I think.
Oh, I'm thinking of frosted.
No, there's a difference. Frosted is when it's like completely white. But there's one, or not completely white, but where it's like a lot of snow on the ends. Mine is the type where it's, instead of it being on the whole limb, it's just a little bit on the
edges. On the edges. Those are pretty.
Yeah, I think that might be flocked. I don't know, y'all. We didn't do research before we answered these questions, okay?
I just assumed that's what it was.
No, you're definitely on the right page, though. Okay, next question. What is your biggest fear?
That is a hard question.
I think mine's...
Yours is spiders.
Well, it really is so hard for me to answer that because, yes, I'm deathly afraid of insects, rodents. I don't like spiders, snakes, roaches. I will cry if I see a spider in the house. But I'm going to be totally honest.
Is that your biggest fear?
I also fear death.
I was just about to say this might be a little morbid, but I don't fear death. I fear how I'm going to die.
Okay, that too.
Like, I don't want to drown or, like, burn up in a fire or get shot.
Or car wreck. Dude, I don't know why. I've, like, never been scared in cars. But I think just getting older, you know more people who die in car accidents. And I have just, like, had such anxiety.
Well, and you always think it won't happen to
lately.
you.
Yeah, and I've had such anxiety in vehicles lately, and I'm like constantly watching my surroundings and like so like nervous, like because I don't want to get into a wreck. Yeah. Like that is not how I want to go out.
Yeah. miserable. Not miserable, but
yeah,
tragic.
So that was a little
little dark.
Oh, sorry. Jesus. Okay.
I don't know if that's my biggest fear, though. I think it is. I'm not scared to die, but I'm scared of how I'm going to die.
I'm scared of both.
I don't want to suffer.
I don't want to die young.
That's true,
that's why I fear death, because I just fear it so early.
That's true, too, yeah.
I want to be able to have kids and watch my kids grow. And I guess you could say this too, I also fear death of my partner.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok this morning of a woman's husband died of cancer like a few months after them having twins. I literally started crying. Like, Mike's staring at me while he's getting dressed, and he's like, "What is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "You can't die.
You just
like,
never
you
know what could happen."
Die.
That's crazy. It's the scary part of it.
I know. I fear that. So I guess you could say that's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take this a little bit happier. The next question is, what is your love language?
Oh gosh, total opposite ends of the
spectrum. Total opposite question. What is your love language?
What is my love language? Probably acts of service.
See, Mike and I took the test a few months ago, and I was tied between words of affirmation. Actually, words of affirmation is my number one. But like right behind is physical touch. So I'm definitely, like, when I'm talking to someone, I need that person to be engaged in the conversation with me. Like, if I'm talking to you and you're on your phone, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like it if we're having an argument. I need you to argue back with me. Like, I need you to be invested.
Communicate, say words.
Yeah, communication is so, so important for me. And then I do also like physical touch. I love hugs, cuddles, kisses.
Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like I'm a little bit of all of them, honestly.
Me too. I agree.
But I think the ones that hits me the most is acts of service. Like, just do something small to show me you care. Like,
see, that was one that was really up there for me too. But when you take the love language test,
yeah, I've never taken the test. It
compares some of them, and you're like, well, would I rather have a conversation with you over dinner, or would I rather you buy me a gift? And I would rather have a conversation with you over dinner. Right. And so that's when it really narrows it down for you.
I need to take the test.
You need to take the test. I need to let you. I have the book in there. I'll let you answer the questions so you can figure it out. Because I also think that really helped me figure out, like, I thought I wanted gifts, but then I realized when it came down to it, like, no, I would rather hang out.
Quality
I would rather
time.
have the conversations over dinner. I'd rather go on date night and sit down and talk and stuff like that. So
yeah,
you really realize. Yeah. Okay, next question. Which celeb would you want as your other BFF, and why?
Whoa, wait a minute. I have to think about this.
I know, me too. So I was trying to think about it. I see, I'm not the type where I just have, like, a celebrity I'm obsessed with, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be friends with you so bad.
Yeah, same.
But if we want to talk TikTok celebs, I would love to be friends with Anna.
I knew it.
I freaking love Anna. I would love to be friends with her.
Yeah.
So bad. But actual celebrities, and you're going to be like, Kaylin, this is so random, and I know it is, but I freaking love Nina Dobrev.
Oh, from Vampire Diaries.
She is so freaking funny.
Yeah.
If you watch her TikToks, she is so goofy. Like, I would love to be friends with her. And then I think also, obviously, I feel like Zendaya is, like, a really good answer. I would love to be friends with Zendaya too.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, actual celebrities. I feel like I would choose, like, an actress or something.
Yeah. Blake Lively.
Yeah, but she's also way older than us.
I know she is. Yeah.
I don't know if I can answer that.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I try to think of ones when they make their posts. Who do I like? Oh, Sophia Bush.
I don't follow a lot of them either. I do follow Sophia Bush. I really like Sophia Bush.
Great one. Oh my gosh. But once again, she's older than us. So our age, I feel like Zendaya is a good answer for our age.
Zendaya is a good answer.
Yeah. Okay. What is the last thing you watched on Netflix? You've been watching more than me.
I have. But I was also watching Hulu, so I have to think what's Netflix and what's Hulu.
I think the last thing I watched was the show Partner Track. Isn't that what it's called? I think that's the last thing I watched.
I might have to cheat and look. Let me see.
Oh, you cheater.
I've been watching Hulu too, though, so it's hard for me to separate.
Yeah, we have been watching Handmaid's Tale on Hulu. So, there's that. But, yeah, I think the last thing I watched is Partner Track, and it was okay.
I tried watching Partner Track.
Yeah, you did. I do remember that.
Honestly, I think it was like some rom-com movie that I randomly clicked on that's not on here because I finished the movie. It was like some cheesy, y'all, I am a sucker for cheesy rom-coms.
Me too.
I don't care how predictable they are. Yes. I will sit and I will watch every single one of them. I've probably seen every single one that's on Netflix because I had to do some digging to find this one, and I just watched it the other night.
Oh,
it was
my
so cheesy.
Gosh. Okay. What do you consider the ultimate comfort food?
Mac and cheese.
Really?
I don't know why.
See?
Mac and cheese. What is yours? Soup?
Yeah, I was gonna say soup. I feel like, okay, it depends on... It really depends because, like, if it's a cold day, I'm sick, I'm gonna want comfort soup.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, there is nothing more comforting than a Thanksgiving plate.
That's true, too. But I'm also, like, I don't like a lot of Thanksgiving foods.
Oh, give me the collard greens. Give me the ham. Give me the deviled eggs. I will take the mac and cheese, the mashed potatoes. Yeah. I'll take the butter beans. I'll load my plate up on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I feel like mac and cheese is just...
Mac and cheese is a good answer, but it's definitely not my favorite.
I think it just reminds me of home. Just comfort.
But... Sushi is also a good comfort food.
It is too.
I love sushi.
When you're sad, sushi. Sushi's always a
long
good
drive,
option.
hungover,
sushi.
Always Sushi's a great hangover food.
It is.
That was a good question. Okay, this was a good one. I already know your dumb self is not gonna know the answer. What was the first movie you remember seeing in theaters? No, you don't remember.
If you know anything about me, if you need to know anything about me, it's that I do not remember anything. It was probably...
I purposely asked this question.
That I remember seeing, probably like one of the Twilight or Hunger Games movies. Maybe Twilight.
See, I thought that too, but I can't say that I necessarily remember going and watching any, like, kid movies. Like,
me either.
I don't remember that far back. However, when I was young, Jason and I went and watched scary movies all the time.
That is crazy.
And one movie that oh my goodness, scary movies that I can remember going and seeing. I would have to look and see when these movies came out for me to tell you which one, but I definitely remember going and seeing Insidious and The Conjurings in theaters.
When you were a kid?
Yes. I'm talking about I was 10 years old watching scary movies in theaters with Jason.
My mom would have been like, absolutely not. My mom didn't even let me watch Coraline. Or what is it called when I was a kid?
No, that is what it's called.
I wasn't even allowed to watch that. I have never seen
funny.
that to this day because I was not allowed.
That is so funny. I went and saw that in theaters with Sarah.
Dang.
She wanted to go see it.
How do you remember that?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know how I remember stuff like that.
I'm sure I went to see things in theaters before Twilight, but...
You probably definitely did.
Absolutely, because that was, 2000... When was the first Twilight movie?
Well, the first one wasn't until, I think, 2011.
Yeah, I definitely saw a movie before I was 11 years old.
Heck, no, Alyssa.
What?
The first one came out in 2009, because Jaden was born. I remember watching it at the old house.
Oh.
It was in 2009.
I'm still sure that I saw.
But you have to think.
Something before
there were so many of them that by the time we were in middle school and Breaking Dawn was coming out, it would make sense how many years it was.
Yeah.
So that's 5 movies.
That's true, yeah.
So, yeah,
that's a hard question.
That was a hard question. Okay. This one, I'm really calling out myself. What's been your most questionable haircut and or fashion moment? My most questionable haircut is definitely when I had the bleach blonde on top and the dark brown underneath. when I was in middle school. But I'm like, we all had to go through that phase, right?
I didn't go through that phase.
Well, Brianna had the opposite. She had the dark brown on top
and
then
the blonde underneath. But that's what was trending. Like, that's what was cool.
Yes.
My most embarrassing one, which it wasn't my fault because I was a little kid, but I had the Dora.
The bowl cut?
I had the bangs, the short hair.
You did.
Kaylin will have to throw in a picture if you're watching on YouTube.
Yes.
Maybe if you can do that.
And then also, let's not forget in middle school when the emo phase and we all, like, did our hair.
You did that. I didn't do that.
I know me and Sarah did it for sure.
Sarah did it too, yeah.
The emo phase was hard in middle school.
Yeah, no.
So cringy. Oh my gosh. It makes me questionable.
The only time I got it dyed and didn't like it was because I got like those highlights.
Oh, the chunky highlights.
The chunky highlights, and it was so bad. I hated them, and it didn't even look that bad looking back on it. But I
remember
hated them.
when you had that in middle school.
I had got it done for my birthday, and so I was so sad that it looked like that on my birthday. And yeah, we were so young. I was in middle school.
Because I remember that was when you also did the thick eyeliner underneath. That was when eyeliner was popping.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now I don't even wear it anymore.
Moving on. Can't talk about it anymore. Where do you want to travel the most?
Anywhere out the country.
See, that is so funny you say that. Because mine's the opposite. I want to travel the
around
U.S.
the country.
The most. You've probably heard me talk about this if you've listened or you follow me on TikTok, but obviously we live in Georgia. I've been to Florida, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina. I've drove through Alabama. I've never really had a reason to like go to Alabama, but I've drove through Alabama. I've drove through Arkansas, but never been. I've been to Oklahoma. We've been through Texas for flights.
Yeah.
And then that's literally it, y'all.
I do want to go to Texas.
I haven't been anywhere else. There are so many places I want to go. I want to go to California. I want to go to Washington. I want to go to Colorado. I want to go to Oregon.
Colorado, yeah.
I want to go to New York. There are just so many places. I mean, heck,
That's
even
true.
Chicago. There's so many places I want to go. I mean, even other places in Florida that I've never been. Like, I've never been to Miami. I've never been, heck, there's just so many places that
we're not even that far from them, and it's like,
yeah, that I still haven't even been to. And while I would love to travel outside of the country and go to places like Paris, I want to explore the U.S. more than anything.
Yeah, I get that. I have been to Irvine, California, and then we went to Nevada. So that was really pretty, but, I mean, it's crazy how, I don't know, I haven't been that many places in the country, but I still want to go out the country.
Yeah.
And experience different cultures and
I
stuff.
do as well. Yeah. For sure. But definitely.
We need to get on that. We need to start planning some trips.
I know, girl.
Yeah.
Even if it's just me and you. Screw my husband. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I love you, Mike. But
go to work.
He works all the time, so I've already just, threw him out of the equation of traveling with me. It's going to be me and Alyssa. Okay. What book has impacted you the most?
That's a good question.
I know I have my answer.
Honestly, this is going to be such like a white girl answer, but
a vanilla answer.
Yes, It Ends With Us has a lot of it makes you think a lot.
It does, for sure.
But also Things We Never Got Over. Yeah, that's a good one too.
It is.
What is yours?
While I love Things We Never Got Over the most, I think my most impactful, like the book that I can say I've taken the most from is After I Do by TJR.
That's the one you just read, yeah.
It's the one I just read about, if you've been in a long-term relationship or you're married, it's definitely a good book for you, but, it's a married couple. They've been together, or they've been dating for 11 years, married for like 5 or 6 or something like that, and they're at the point of their relationship where they just literally hate everything the other person does. They can't go a day without arguing. They don't want to even be like in each other's company. Like, they're finding things to do so they don't have to go home and be around the other person. And so they take a break for a year. Like, divorce never even comes out of either of their mouths. Like, they seriously just want to take a break to be apart, and realize what life is like without the other person. And it's such an eye-opening book, because I was even telling, like, Alyssa one of the things about it, and, like, one of the major points of the book is it's not that you can't live without the person, because you can. You can live without the person. Like, you'll move on and you'll be fine. You can live without them. It's just wanting them to be in your life and wanting to live your life with the person and then be a part of your experiences. And that was just such a good book to read after getting married, because all relationships, your partner's going to do things to aggravate you and get on your nerves. But just reading that was just such a refresher. Like, it makes me want to appreciate the aggravating things that Mike does, because I don't ever want to feel that way about him. Yeah. To where everything he does, like, aggravates me.
Or have to deal with those things with a different person.
Yes, exactly. So,
like, if I'm going to deal with dirty socks on the floor, it's going to be for you, not someone else. Yeah.
Yes. So, that's a really good book. I highly recommend it. Very eye-opening. But yeah, anything Coho is really good too, because she deals with such twisty topics that it makes you see things in a different way.
So. It does.
Okay, next question. Do you like roller coasters?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yes.
That's why I'm really sad that you're going to the fair without me, because...
Oh, I know. I'm so excited. But I realize we're not even going on wristband day, so we have to buy individual tickets.
I wonder if the day I can come home, me and you can go back. I wonder if we can convince my dad and Michelle to go, even though we'll be traveling that day.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll want to go.
They probably won't.
They might. If
but me and you can go.
Yeah, we can go. Maybe we can get some other friends to go with us.
Anyways.
So if y'all want to go to the Perry Fair with me and Alyssa and Georgia, let us know, and we can meet up and go to the Perry Fair.
Yes. Which it ends on the 16th, so.
Yeah. But we'll be going the week after we upload this.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to go with us, let us know.
DM me.
Let us know. Anyways, what is your most hated chore and why?
Dishes.
Laundry.
No, I also don't like laundry, but I'd rather fold clothes than touch dirty dishes. I think I just get psyched out with the...
Okay, I agree. I do too. Dishes sometimes make me gag.
Yeah.
But I would rather do dishes every day than wash a load of laundry every day.
No.
I can't stand it. I can't stand doing laundry.
We disagree with that.
I have a pile of clothes on my dresser.
I'll do them for you. You do the dishes.
That's fine. I'm telling you, come move in with us. And you can do my laundry, and I'll take care of all your dishes.
Please.
Okay, what is your favorite holiday and why?
Probably Christmas. Which, I wish you could just say time of year, because, like, the last few months of the year are just the
best holidays.
Yeah, but Christmas hits different.
I look forward to Christmas every single year. I do look forward to Christmas because you get to see family and you eat good food. But there's just something about Christmas, the joy on Christmas, seeing kids so happy, getting visits from Santa. And Alyssa knows, and she can vouch for this for me, but I do love receiving gifts, but I love giving gifts.
Yeah, you're a big gift giver.
I love watching people open my gifts. I'm like, so do you like it? Like, are you sure you like it? Like, I was so excited to get this for you. Like, She's
more excited to give it than they are to receive it.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. I'll get Mike all of this stuff, and Mike's not really huge on gifts, so he'll be opening it, and he's like, oh, this is cool, and I'm like, don't you love it?
Sure.
And he's like, yeah, I guess. It's not that he's not thankful, but he just doesn't care about gifts the way that I do, and so I think that's why I love Christmas so much, and just
Christmas, the decor,
everything about
the tree,
vibes, the movies, hot chocolate, just everything.
Nothing beats Christmas. I'm so ready for Christmas. Yeah,
I'm so ready for it. We're gonna have a good Christmas this year.
We are.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a Secret Santa with the friends.
We should. That's a good idea. Do like a dinner too.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have Friendsgiving too. Yeah. We did that last year.
We sure did.
That was fun.
Yeah, we need to start planning that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Next question. What is your all-time favorite dessert? This was hard for me.
This is hard for me. I like a lot of desserts.
Me too.
I would say anything chocolate, like brownies or
brownies.
Chocolate cookies.
Yeah, I've been making the chocolate chip cookies. Those have been a go-to for me lately. Chocolate chip cookies, brownies.
I feel like we both used to be big ice cream girls. And I haven't.
And I don't do ice cream that much anymore. Not at home, at least. If I'm out.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Especially at
like
the
a
beach.
Milkshake.
Yeah, then I want something like that. But, or even if I go to like a restaurant, I'm getting the molten lava cake.
From Chili's?
Yeah, I do like cheesecake too, though. A cheesecake good.
Hits too.
Yeah, that's a really hard question. Okay. Do you believe in ghosts?
Spirits, yes.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Yeah, I think so.
I definitely think so.
I don't even feel like we have to elaborate on that.
Yeah. If you don't, that's okay. You've never had an experience then. And that's totally okay. But I am someone who there was also a question on this about aliens too, like, did you believe in aliens? And this might be a very unpopular opinion, and if you know me and you're listening to this, you're going to be like, you're insane. But you just cannot tell me there is not life outside of Earth. You just can't tell me there's not.
I agree,
There's other, and I don't even mean within our solar system. There's other solar systems. Like, you just cannot tell me there's only people in the
only humans.
Only people in the Milky Way. Or yeah, only humans in the Milky Way. Like, you just can't tell me that. I just don't believe it.
I agree.
I just don't believe, like, there's just absolutely no way.
Yeah.
So, anyways, before I get off on that tangent, what is your number one karaoke song?
Can you answer first?
If we say the same thing, I'm going to die. That's why I need you to answer first.
Oh, I don't know. We never do karaoke. That's another thing we need to start doing.
But that's why I'm like, so if we say the same thing, that's going to be crazy.
We're probably not going to say the same thing.
You don't think so?
Oh, wait. Taylor Swift.
No, but that is a good one. I've definitely done Taylor Swift karaoke. I was going to say Party in the USA.
Oh, yeah, that one too.
That's a good go-to for me. Taylor Swift is a
all
good go-to.
All the oldie Taylor Swift
Don't
ones.
Stop Believin' is a good go-to. But Party in the USA is good because there's not any crazy high notes. Yeah. And so you can, like, if you're not a good singer, you can really vibe with it.
Or some old Miranda Lambert or something.
Ooh,
or
yes.
Carrie Underwood.
Yes, yes.
Anything older, like songs we listened to growing up.
We need to have karaoke night.
We should. We should do that next weekend.
We should. 1,000%.
Yeah. That
Let's
sounds
do
fun.
It. Okay.
Can we use these podcast microphones?
Honestly. Can we?
Maybe.
Okay. What was your first concert?
With you, Miranda Lambert.
Really?
I think so.
Aw. My first one that I remember. I don't know if my parents took me to any when I was younger, but the first one that I can remember is, I was just telling you this last weekend, but the Naked Brothers band, Nat and Alex, they had the TV show Nat and Alex.
I don't know who that is.
And they're the Naked Brothers band, Nat and Alex Wolf. And then I was talking to Brittany because I was like, there was someone else who, like, opened for them. And I was like, I remember being more excited for her to open.
For the opener?
Than the Naked Brothers band because I didn't watch their shows much. I looked it up because it was at the Perry Fair. I looked up Naked Brothers band Perry Fair, and it was in 2008. And guess who the opening act was?
Who?
Mitchell Musso. From Hannah
What?
Montana!
How weird. So that's why you went,
And that's
probably.
why, well, I went with my cousin Mara. She had an extra ticket. And I went with them. I wish I had pictures for proof.
That's where we saw Miranda Lambert at. Was
Yeah,
Perry
it was
Fair.
at the Perry Fair. But I remember being more excited for Mitchell Musso because I watched Hannah Montana more.
That is so funny.
But that's the first concert I remember going to in 2008. And then after that was probably, like Miranda Lambert with you. I remember going to Brantley Gilbert. Oh my gosh, I went to multiple Luke Bryan concerts. Because he always came to Macon.
I've never been to any other country concert other than Miranda Lambert.
Really?
I think I've only ever been to like 3 or 4 in my life. I went to Miranda Lambert with you, and then I've done a Christian concert with a lot of the big Christian artists, and then I went to
Move.
And
we
then
saw
we
a
went,
lot of people from Move.
That's true too. And then we went to Migos and 2 Chainz and everybody else.
Y'all, there was this like pop-up concert
in Atlanta
in 2018, and like Alyssa said, it was Migos, 2 Chainz, Gucci.
There was Gucci.
Who else was it? Me and Mike were just talking about it the other night. Rich Homie Quan. There were other people, y'all.
There were like 6 or 7.
Vibing.
It was so fun.
Vibing.
Me, Caitlin, and Mike went together.
We
just
had
us 3.
So much fun.
It was fun.
It was literally so much fun. But you're going to Ernest.
We are going to Ernest in November.
I'm
excited about Ernest.
I'm actually going to Bailey Zimmerman. The 6th of October? I don't know if this podcast will be up yet. Yeah. Actually, I think the day this goes up, I'll be going to Bailey Zimmerman.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm so excited for that. He's had some new music come out, so I'm excited for him. But I'm really, really excited for Ernest. I was on the way home the other day, and I was listening to Ernest because I was like, dang, I have to learn his music.
He's got some good ones.
I was like, I have to learn his music before we go to his concert. And Alyssa, I kid you not, I found myself clicking on the next one. I was like, I know this song. So shout out to my husband for always playing music in the background.
Oh, no.
Because I knew these songs without realizing I knew them because Mike will play them in the
Dang,
car.
that's crazy.
Or when he's cleaning up or something, and I didn't realize it.
Well, I didn't know any of them, so I've got to get to work.
I did. I really like Tennessee Queen and Feet Wanna Run, and obviously Flower Shops. We'll listen to some today.
I'm going to listen to him on the way home today.
Yeah, we'll listen to some more today. Okay, moving on. What is your skincare routine?
I have a very basic skincare routine. I
We
probably
both
need to
kinda
amp
do,
it up
honestly.
a little bit. I wash my face with Cetaphil or CeraVe. Which one is it?
Ooh.
I get them confused.
CeraVe.
CeraVe. And then
Or is
I
it
use...
CeraVe? How do you pronounce it?
I say
CeraVe.
CeraVe.
See, I say CeraVe.
Maybe I could be saying it wrong. Anyways. And then I use the ordinary hyaluronic acid and then just the Cetaphil facial moisturizer.
See, I used the CeraVe face wash. I use Tula toner, CeraVe hyaluronic serum, Cetaphil moisturizer,
And what's your spot treatment?
CeraVe under eye cream, Tula Rose Glow and Get It, and then my acne spot treatment is also Tula. So that's everything that I
have the
use.
Tula Rose Glow and Get It that you gave me.
Yeah.
But I don't, that is skincare. That's not just like a...
I use it every day.
Oh, okay.
Because it's cooling for under your eye too. So I use it every day. But
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This is an automatic yes from us, but did you ever go to summer camp?
Yes, and we had so much fun. We loved summer camp.
We went to a Christian summer camp. I went more years than she did because I finally convinced her to go because I was like, yo, I have the time of my
she
life
did make me.
at this summer camp. I was like, you have to go with me. I'm begging. So I finally got her to go. And it's a really good summer camp. We enjoyed it.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. We made a lot of friends there. It wasn't your typical like Christian summer camp. Like it was like not one that was in like your local hometown, you know, like Camp Christian. It was like a really fun one. People from all over the state went, and it was so fun meeting new people. And
Kaylin's makeup artist for her wedding.
Yes.
I actually met her at camp. And She was like my
Yes.
camp sister. So it's just
Yes.
crazy.
Oh my gosh. I met so many people there. It was
That was
my
fun.
gosh.
That was an experience, yeah.
It was. Definitely recommend doing something like that. Okay. What is your go-to dish when you have to make dinner? I thought that was a good question. Like, if you have someone coming over, like, what dish are you going to make for them?
That is a good question. It just depends on who it is. Because I cook kind of healthy, so...
Yeah, you do.
If it's just me, then maybe, like, quinoa and, like, sheet pan sausage and veggies.
Yeah.
That one's fast and easy.
Yeah.
But pasta's always a go-to, too.
Yeah,
Pasta's
I was
easy.
going to
You can't really mess
say
it up.
my go-to weekly dinner is probably spaghetti, but go-to if I have people coming over, if you know me, you know
Girl.
I'm extra. I love cooking for people, so I feel like it's hard for me to answer because I always do love to go for a pasta, though, because I know no matter what pasta dish I make, it's going to be good because I love making pasta. But, yeah, over the summer when we have friends over, grilling is always a go-to. But I also
You always do several sides. Like, you do a meat and
Yes.
sides. Yeah.
I am a meat and sides girl. Give me all the sides.
Yes.
All the sides. But, like, I love cooking for people. Like, last night, I made sure I made extra so me and Alyssa had lunch today.
I'm excited.
Oh, it was so good. The chicken is a little too lemony.
It's okay.
But when you eat it with the rice, it's a perfect balance. Oh, it's so good. I cannot wait for you to try it. Cannot wait. Okay.
Next question.
Who's your favorite to follow on TikTok?
Anna's definitely one of my favorites. I watch 100%. Every single
She's
video
in my top 5
of hers. You?
Oh, thanks. Thanks. If you don't follow me on TikTok, go follow me.
Who's your favorite?
So like I said, Anna's definitely in my top 5. I feel like it fluctuates. Like, I'll have a month where I'm obsessed with one person, and then the next month it's someone else. But right now, I think it's always going to be Anna. It just never changes. Like, I always go check her page. I love following, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to mess up her name, but Monet. I think her last name's like McMichael. Like, I can't remember her full name, but y'all have to know who I'm talking about. I freaking love her. I love her vibes. I love everything about her. Like, she is just
chef's kiss.
Freaking love her. Also love following Jenna Palak.
I do like her videos too.
I love following her. I love following my friend Ken. I got Alyssa to follow you too if you didn't know, if you listen to this. But we love following her too. I used to love Maya.
I know, and she stopped posting.
But she just doesn't post that much anymore. And
honestly, totally when she does post, I don't watch them anymore.
Yeah, me neither. Y'all, I love Maya and I love the babies. But I was talking to Alyssa about this one day. I feel like Maya has gotten to the point where she focuses so much on her negative comments and she lets it affect her and the stuff that she posts.
But she seems like she doesn't enjoy posting anymore.
Agreed.
Which is crazy because
But as a creator, I understand, so I'm not throwing her any shit. Like,
Mama Carl's too.
Her. Oh yes, but she's been a little absent lately. But Mama Carl's, I love that girl. I freaking love her. Okay, I do. I'm trying to think of other people too, because I know there's other people. And when we get away from this question, I know
as soon as I get on TikTok, I'm gonna be like, crap, I forgot her.
I know. I'm gonna forget these people, and I'm gonna feel so bad about it.
Pepperoni.
Oh yeah, Pepperoni Muffin Kirsten. I freaking love following Kirsten.
She's funny.
She's crazy. Her and her sister Erica are both great.
Who's the guy you were telling me about that freaked out when he met the Kardashians?
Oh,
I see his stuff now too. He's funny.
His username's like gay man something. But
it rhymes, doesn't it?
Yeah. I can't think of his name either. But I don't follow him though, but I do like him.
I don't follow him, but his stuff comes up on my For You page a lot.
Dang, I can't think of any more off the top of my head. This question really put me on the spot. Even though I knew I was going to ask it. I still just can't think of any. But yeah, those are definitely a bunch of people that I love to follow. Like when I'm going through my, like my people you follow, like I love watching.
You have to catch up on their videos.
Their videos, yeah, for sure. Okay, do you have any phobias?
Yes, and I don't know what the name of it is, and I don't even know if it's like an official thing, but I don't even know how to explain it. It's like when a bunch of like bumps are together. You know what I mean? Like, hold on, let me pull up a picture so you know what I'm talking about.
What?
And let me figure out what the name of it is for it.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
Oh my god, it's gonna give me chills. Trypophobia? Is that how you say it? Trypophobia?
Oh, so like strawberries and honeycombs.
Not even like that. It's just like, and like not even pomegranate, like not even things like that. It's just more so like this.
Yeah, that's gross.
Like, that freaks me out.
See, I don't know if I necessarily, I feel like I have phobias, but not anything super specific like that. I don't like feet.
Yeah, she's never liked feet.
I don't like when feet touch me. I also, obviously, I have an extreme phobia of spiders. Oh! I have one. Throwing up. And not even when it's me. Yeah. Other people. Alyssa can vouch for me. I can't hear it. I can't see it. I know everyone's like, oh, it's different when you have kids. No, I'm telling y'all. I can't even clean up my dogs. Okay? I seriously, spit up I can do. I don't even want to talk about it in case there's anyone listening to this who has the same phobia. But I just can't do it. It's going to have to be Mike who cleans it up. Or
even when Mike's sick and he's throwing up, she's like, la, 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 la.
I can't do it. Like, we were on the way to the bar the other weekend. And one of the guy friends in the car with us, we were stopped in traffic because the football game had just ended. He just opens up the door and starts throwing up outside the door. And Alyssa actually turned to me. She was like, how are you okay right now? And I was like, because it's so loud. Like, I don't even hear him doing it.
And you were intoxicated.
I couldn't turn and, like, look at him. But I think the reason why I have such a phobia of it, and Alyssa will remember this, but riding the bus growing up.
Oh, yeah, that was awful. Someone threw up every day.
Kids got sick on the bus.
And you'd have to pick your feet up.
All the time. And the smell. Oh, my God. The smell was so bad. And you would be rolling down the windows and sticking your head out the window. And I would literally text my mom and be like, can I please get off the bus at Alyssa's house or Grandma's house? Like, I'd call my grandma because she was the first stop. Like, one of the first stops. I'd be like, oh, my gosh, can you please come pick me up from Grandma's house? There's kids that are sick on the bus. Because if I had to wait until my house, that was like 45 minutes on the bus. It was close to an hour. Like, I was always the first to be picked up and like one of the last to be dropped off. I would beg my mom, can I please get dropped off at Alyssa's or Grandma's? Please. I'm begging. I think there might have even been a time or two I got off at Jordan's house because I couldn't do it. I'd show our bus driver my phone. I'd be like, look, I'm telling you. Or she even knew because she knew I would get off with my grandma a lot. So I'd be like, my grandma's getting me today. And she'd be like, okay.
That was true. We'd be all picking up our book bags off the floor and putting our feet in the seat.
I can't.
Because it just goes everywhere. Like,
it was so bad.
Disgusting.
I can see it in my head because it literally PTSD.
Yeah. Okay, next.
I can't talk about it anymore. Do you most often follow your heart or your head? I know, that's a good question, huh?
I try to do a balance of both, but probably my head.
Yeah.
What do you think? I feel like that's a question that someone has to answer for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like an outsider.
Yeah, see, I feel like you go more with your heart.
You think so?
You're like your mama. You believe the most in people. You don't really think with your head.
I am a little gullible sometimes.
You are. You're so gullible.
That's true.
What do you think I do?
Both.
See, I feel like I'm a really good middle.
Yeah. I don't know, you be using your head a little more.
I do.
Sometimes you're a little heartless.
I do agree with that. And sometimes I'm the person who's like, okay, when I'm a little intoxicated, if I have a couple drinks in me and I'm loosened up, I'm like a carefree person. But like, okay, so for example, we went out to Longhorns the other night, and if you know where I live and you work at the Longhorns where I live, I promise you I did not partake in this. My hands are clean.
What happened?
We went out to eat, and I'm just gonna say his name because y'all aren't gonna know who he is anyways, but Case.
Of course it's Case.
They give you the margarita. If you order the big margaritas, they give it to you in their shaker. Yeah. And also in one of their glasses, but the rest of it is in the shaker. And Case was like, he was like, oh, I get to keep this? And she was like, yeah. Meaning, like, he got to keep it at the table.
On the table?
And he was like, all right, well, I'm here and I get to keep it. And she was like, well, yeah, you get to keep it. And he was like, all right, I'm hearing you. You're saying I get to keep it. And I'm like, Case, you are not taking that home. I'm not letting you take that home.
Is that what he had when you were on FaceTime with me?
Yes! Yes, I was like, I'm not letting you steal this. But then, after I'd finished my full margarita, I was like, put it in your mom's purse. Put it in your mom's purse. So, I'm really in the middle.
That is how you do. I love when I get Kaylin drunk.
Because at first, I'm a rule follower. But then, once I get a little loosened up.
Yo, Lucy?
Then I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. So.
Yes. Just give her a few drinks and she'll agree to it.
Exactly. If you need me to agree to something, the boys
Get
know.
Me drunk.
The boys probably like me way more when I'm drunk.
That's true, yeah.
And I know it. It's okay. I guess so I can say I definitely
You're a fun drunk, too.
I definitely do think more with my head. I'm thinking more realistically about things.
I think
it's really hard
too.
for me to be carefree.
That's why you give good advice.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Which Alyssa can also tell you, I'm really hard with my advice.
She is.
If you're needing a good heart-to-heart and someone to feel bad for you, it's not going to be me.
That's true.
I'm going to tell you straight up
That's
how
going to
it
be
is.
me. If you want to have a heart-to-heart, come to me.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you straight up how it is. Alyssa was just going through something that was perfect because there was me being like, oh, nope, you're going to do this and this and this. And then Kayla Luke was being like that. Oh, I'm going to cry with you. And I'm like, we are not crying.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I feel like our little friend group is a good mix.
It is.
We kind of have it all.
It is.
So, I'm going to tell you, you can ask Brittany. There's been times I've given her advice and she's been crying because she's like, oh, God.
That was a little harsh.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not, like, meaning to be like,
she says it from a good place.
I do. Yeah.
She means well.
I do. But that was actually the last question.
That was a good little catch-up.
I don't know how many that was, but I really feel like that was a great way for y'all to
get to know
us better. Maybe laugh with us a little, cringe with us a little. Feel like you're besties with us because
that's what this podcast is for.
Yeah, we want you to be our besties. Next week we're gonna do, which we're actually gonna go ahead and pre-record it right after this. But next week's episode is gonna be just in time for Halloween. And so, if you remember, we did embarrassing stories. This episode is gonna be creepy stories. So I don't know if you listen to like Reddit stories about people who have had like paranormal experiences or an experience where like they almost got like kidnapped or
like
something.
A stalker.
Yeah. So we're gonna be reading some creepy stories like that. Maybe don't listen to it by yourself. We'll give you a little trigger warning before and kind of give you a heads up on what we're going to talk about. But really excited for that episode. We were hoping to have a guest with it, but Alyssa and I schedule throughout because like I said, we're pre-recording this. So our schedule throughout the rest of September and then going into October is just going to be crazy.
Too crazy.
So we're pre-recording a lot of these. We're also going to have another good Halloween episode coming out. And then hopefully if we're able to go to Atlanta Mart for Ivy & Co., we're going to have an episode doing like a little recap on that. So bear with us. We're doing it, y'all.
Thanks for listening. We love you guys.
Hard. Thank you for being here today. And once again, don't forget to follow us on socials. And then wherever you're listening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And with that being said, we will see y'all next week.
Bye. Friends.